House Democratic leadership is facing fresh criticism after Representative Jared Moskowitz of Florida was named the top Democrat on the House Foreign Affairs Committee's Middle East and North Africa subcommittee. The appointment places one of Congress's most outspoken pro-Israel Democrats in a powerful position to influence Democratic policy and oversight on Israel, Gaza, and the wider Middle East. Moskowitz thanked House Foreign Affairs Ranking Member Gregory Meeks and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries for the responsibility, saying he wants to strengthen America's relationships with Israel and its Gulf allies, expand regional peace, and advance diplomacy. But the appointment has triggered an angry reaction from progressive Democrats and critics of U.S. policy toward Israel. Their argument is that the Democratic base has been moving increasingly toward a more critical position on Israel, particularly over military assistance and the war in Gaza. Moskowitz, by contrast, has consistently opposed placing conditions or restrictions on U.S. military aid to Israel. His new role could become even more significant if Democrats regain control of the House in November, because he would potentially be positioned to chair the subcommittee. The controversy is therefore bigger than one congressional appointment. It reflects a growing internal battle inside the Democratic Party over the future of its Middle East policy. Progressive activists argue that Democratic voters are becoming increasingly skeptical of continued U.S. military support for Israel, while party leaders have continued to elevate lawmakers with strong pro-Israel records. Three Democrats, Moskowitz, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Wesley Bell, were given prominent positions on the Foreign Affairs Committee, and all three have recently faced progressive primary challengers targeting their positions on Israel. The timing is particularly important. Democrats are looking ahead to the November midterm elections, where winning control of the House could put the party back in charge of key committees. That means the lawmakers being selected for these positions today could have a major influence over congressional hearings, foreign policy legislation, and oversight of U.S. involvement in the Middle East next year. Moskowitz has said his priorities include strengthening relations with Israel and Gulf allies, promoting regional peace, and ensuring American foreign policy is based on what he describes as strength, security, and reality. For Hakeem Jeffries, the controversy creates a difficult political calculation. Critics are accusing Democratic leadership of being out of step with a progressive base that increasingly wants a major change in U.S.-Israel policy. Supporters of the appointment, however, can argue that foreign policy leadership requires lawmakers with experience, established positions, and the ability to work across party lines. Moskowitz has previously worked with Republican Representative Mike Lawler on Middle East-related issues, potentially giving him bipartisan experience as he takes on the new role. Ultimately, the Moskowitz appointment has exposed a major fault line within the Democratic Party. The question is no longer simply who should oversee Middle East policy, but what direction Democrats themselves want that policy to take. With public opinion shifting, progressive pressure growing, and the possibility of a Democratic House majority after the midterms, the fight over Israel policy could become one of the party's biggest foreign policy battles. And for Jeffries, the backlash is a warning that every decision on Middle East leadership will now be closely scrutinized by both Democratic voters and the party's increasingly vocal progressive wing.
If you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe to Mirror Now.